welcome to the Thai Blue Army, the Average podcast. It's our first one. I'm here with the amazing Sam Webb. My name's Steve Theobald. You might know me, you might know Sam. But say hello, Sam. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you, Steve. I've never done a podcast before. I've worked in the media industry my entire life, and I've never done a podcast
Done
before.
a bit of journalism, haven't you?
Well, about 30 years worth. But
That's fair. Did you? I mean, we're not going to bring up working for the Sun or anything, but you know, we're
or the Mail.
or the Mail. Okay, Daily Mail.
Shouldn't have brought that up.
No, not really, because now no one's going to believe anything that we say.
No.
Anyway, so welcome to the the inaugural, some would say, Thai Blue Army podcast. We are the most average X-Wing team in the world. And
medium, and mode.
Exactly. So we are absolutely middle of the road with everything, but are no holds barred opinions on certain things.
We are the bad boys of X-Wing
The
podcast.
bad boys of X-Wing podcasting. Well, we're going to go with that anyway. So, I mean, we're going to try and...
Except we're not. We're two middle-aged.
Yeah, two middle-aged men that think that it's going to be cool to do a podcast about...
I always think that middle-aged white men are underrepresented in the podcasting sector.
Do you know, I think that as well.
Yeah, so we're just trying to reclaim some of that back.
We're taking it back, mate. That's what we are. That's what we're doing. We're taking it back. Anyway, you might have seen our team name on a few of the things on Roll Better or on List Fortress or anything like that.
Or tournaments.
Yeah.
We're associations at tournaments.
We're
quite well represented.
We are well represented.
On that note, before I forget, can I just say, if you play X-Wing in the Midlands and, a lot of people have, not played for a while and maybe wondering how to get back into it, please get in touch with us because we'd love more players.
We would, yeah. We've recently secured we don't know whether it's temporary yet or not, but a new venue. Thanks to Coventry University.
Who've been incredibly helpful.
So thanks to them for trying to get us a new home to start playing. So our second week's there next week. But yeah, so it all seems good. We're trying to keep the game going. We're trying to keep the game alive, as everyone else is within the X-Wing community. So as it's our first podcast, I don't really want to go too deep into tournament lists and all that kind of stuff because other podcasts do that,
and they do it well.
They do it well. Yeah.
So list analysis and tournament analysis. We're not going to do it as well as Sith Takers, I don't think. So,
but nor would we want to, right? Because I can't think of anything worse than going through a bloody tournament list and a sit rep of how each game went.
Because we're the bad boys of it.
Yeah, because we're the bad boys of X-Wing. We don't want to talk about the good stuff. We want to talk about the bad boy stuff. But what we do want to talk about, I don't know what we got lined up this week. Well, let's just a little bit about the team first. We're based in the Midlands. We're based in Coventry. The team was brought together by Sam Webb and Ewart Williams, and I kind of joined, and then we all decided that we were going to do something.
It was. I mean, we were really there were loads of us before COVID hit. I mean, we were getting 14 people down at Escape Games in Coventry, which is now sadly gone. Yeah, and but after COVID, obviously, this is everyone's story throughout the UK is that things dropped off after COVID. For a long time, it was just me and you playing, and then gradually we've built up, and we get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on a Monday now, and it's great. And a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about over the course of this podcast is what people need to do to sort of get numbers back up again, because considering it's been quote unquote a dead game for about a year now. I don't know how long actually. But
I don't know. I think was it just around about Worlds last year where they announced that AMG weren't going to
something like that. I can't.
Was it I can't remember.
It was a bit. I don't know.
Me neither.
Passage of time is utterly confusing to me. But anyway, AMG sort of, said they're not going to support the game anymore, and obviously there's been a drop off after that. But and I will say this, thanks to the XWA, not nowhere near as bad a drop off, and actually a really sort of, I think, quite a bright future we've got looking.
So do you want to talk about XWA right now and like what they've done for the game?
I think because as we talked about, we're not going to do the list analysis, we're not going to do the tournament analysis. What we're going to do is talk about sort of wider subjects.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like in future weeks, months, however often we do this, I'd like to sort of address subjects like, the nuances of Turn Zero, for example, and we're not going to talk about that now, and like what the rule of 11 is, and all these golden rules where experienced X-Wing players play. And I realise if you're coming back into the game, you want to go to your first tournament and things like that, then these things can seem quite daunting. So we want to address those over the next few podcasts.
Yeah, I think it's really important.
But I think it's so me and Sam were down the pub earlier just chatting about how we were going to do stuff, and we thought actually Sam came up with the idea that it'd be really cool just to talk about XWA, what it is,
State of the Union.
State of the Union. So the journey that X-Wing has taken from 1.0 to 2.0 to 2.5 AMG to 2.5 XWA, and we arrive now at the point of 2.5 XWA. And I'll just go straight in. I think it's the most complete version of the game I've ever played.
At the risk of sounding like a kiss ass to you and a kiss ass to XWA, I completely agree.
That wasn't a sound effect, by the way.
Wonderful. You're cleaning my sofa after this. No, I think it's balanced. I think it's maintained my interest. It's what I always say when I compliment XWA is when you're building a list and you get a pilot and you look at upgrades and you think, oh, if I could just have that, and then you look and you think, no, I can't have that. No, because they've seen that.
Yeah.
Because they've play tested it.
Yeah.
And they've got there before me, and they know I wanted to do that, and they won't let me.
Does it feel personal sometimes? Doesn't it?
A little bit. You're like, oh no, if I could
dare you?
Yeah, if I could just have, if I get this on it, and then I can have marksmanship. Oh, they're not going to let me have marksmanship. Yeah. So nothing feels overpowered. Nothing feels broken. There are metas, but an asymmetrical war game, there's going to be metas, but they've done an excellent job of identifying them and balancing it so that you can still play the list that you want to play.
Do we even know how many people are playtesting for XWA?
I think it's actually quite an extensive.
Because we don't tend to get involved in that sort of stuff. We just play the game. Right?
I find game theory A, fascinating, B, utterly confusing.
Yeah. Well, exactly. I mean, but
it's maths, and I'm not a maths guy.
The status of being the most average team means that we don't get invited to do these things because we're just average at the end of the day, and that's fine.
Smack in the middle.
What did you say? Mean mode and
median.
Yeah.
Which is where we ended up in Milton Keynes.
Just as a quick aside, we did. We went to Milton Keynes for Alan Chaplin. Oh God, sorry, Alan. I forgot my apologies. But he's
such a nice bloke.
The Mando's put an event on, and
it's kids cracking as well.
We fielded half the field, right? So there was 10 of us, but there was 5 Thai Blues, and we finished 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th and 9th. Now, if that's not the most average X-Wing team in the world,
that is median and
what is. Yeah.
And people who actually know what their maths is are going to be listening to thinking that's not true at all, Sam, but it sounds good.
So big shout out to the Mandos for that, because that was a really good tournament, by the way.
That was an absolutely banging tournament.
But back to the XWA. So the XWA have taken over from AMG. So from the old 1.0, which with a massive tongue-in-cheek wasn't broken whatsoever. twin laser turrets autocorrector was not broken at all.
Never played 1.0.
Ghost fan.
Not heard good
not
things.
Broken. No. Well, it was great when you were playing it,
Yeah.
but when you come up against one of those unbeatable lists, Handbrake Hand, that's where that came from.
Right.
I can't forget the guy who played it. It's Jack Mooney. That was it. Gosh, big up Jack Mooney if you listen to this. Probably won't because you've left the game. But they went from 1.0, 2.0, COVID 2.5, and AMG and 2.5 XWA. So when AMG announced that they weren't going to support the game anymore, a lot of silent cheers went up, I think, because of just the way the online community reacts to stuff like that. And some of it's not great and some of it is great, but we'll maybe touch on that in a bit. But XWA took it over with I'd like to say like a renewed vigor.
Well, they also saw it coming, and I think there was like machinations in place to take over because they saw it coming. And I'm going to try and avoid because there was quite a sort of vitriolic reaction to AMG abandoning the game, and if I'm 100%, a lot of it coming from me, but so we're not
the bad boy of
I'm the bad boy of X. That's going to get old quick.
Not for the listeners, mate.
They're loving it.
You're going to get a T-shirt with that on at events.
The bad boy of X. But I don't think it's worth getting into the negativity of that. But I think XWA saw it coming, and the transition. I feel like I'm sounding like such a kiss ass about XWA.
No, but you're not, because what you're doing is you're I feel the same way. It's just truth. I've seen
they really did pick it up and run with it, and united the fans, the players. Now I sound like a football commentator.
I know, like XWA.
Absolutely remarkable, Jeremy.
Just a quick question on that. Who's Jeremy?
Don't know. Just picked.
Okay, cool. Unbelievable, Jeff.
That's what I think I was going for.
Absolutely remarkable, Jeremy.
But no, they did, and they've played a blinder.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Well, for the rest of this podcast, I'm going to be called Jeremy.
Well, Jeremy, what's your name? Who are you?
But I agree with you. You're not kiss-assing or anything like that. But
they've done a good job, and I'm just not gonna. I don't think there's any way of getting around it.
What they've done, and there was a little bit of discontent when they released the latest points update, because a lot of players especially on the Discord were. You could have told us about this. You've dropped a points update on us. We've got a tournament at the weekend. La-di-da, whatever. That's fine. You've got your right.
It's almost like you can't please everyone.
Exactly. What is that right in the gaming community? Can you please everyone all the time?
Yeah, comfortably.
Absolutely.
Everyone in tabletop gaming is really amenable
just look
to
at
change.
Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, it's just
because they release new models just to please people that have had the old models done like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a different podcast. Why we hate 40K. No,
mate.
No, Sam, put the knife down. But XWA have taken the ball, which was okay. AMG weren't my criticism of AMG, despite the rollout of 2.5 and all that, which everyone's got an opinion on, but we're not here to talk about
that. It's in the past as well.
Well, it is. I would like to get into that in a little bit regarding 2.0, 2.5 online stuff, all that. Anyway, that's by the by.
Yeah, go
on. But what I want to say about XWA is they took it wasn't broken, but it wasn't spectacular. What they've done is they've taken the ball and gone, right, we love this game.
Yeah.
And we are going to try and do what's right for the community.
There's passion there. That's the thing.
And I feel that in everything they do.
Yeah.
In the last points update, people were moaning because they didn't get enough notice. But that's fine.
Yeah.
We're all grown adults. We can deal with the fact that
we've already
we weren't told to.
We've already adapted.
And when push comes to shove, people want things kind of served to them on a plate.
Yeah.
Whereas we're not going to get that. We've never had that in all our lives. So why would we get it with XWA? But what we have got with XWA is an amazing team. And I don't know them. I know Ollie Pocknell. You know, Ollie's probably listening to this now going, who's he? Who's he? You know, I'm the guy that used to wear a cape at events. You know, I bought a new one, by the way, which I'm going to be debuting at the Sith Taker Open. Just a little aside.
Nice.
But what they've done is they've taken the community's concerns. They've made it so
because they are the community.
Yes, because they're part of what we do, part of us, one of us, and all that kind of stuff. So what we do is we trust them, and for me, this is the big thing. They have not given me any reason to not trust them with the state. Every change they've made to the game, even when I've had some of my lists nerfed because of stuff.
And I did when we went to 50 points. Some of my lists were nerfed, and
well, you struggled a little bit with that, didn't you?
I did, and but the thing is, I didn't lose sight of the fact that there were necessary changes, and you know, even a month later, I was starting to be able to put lists together and you know, do well with them. And so I am a little prone to overreaction with
under a fountain
changes.
of tears. By the way, I must add that you were putting new lists together under
Duress.
protest.
Yeah,
duress. That's probably a better word.
Yeah.
That's why you're the journalist and I'm just the chancer. But you know, you were crying a lot when you're trying to put lists together. Going, this is rubbish. It doesn't fit anymore.
I'm an ugly crier.
And then so I give you a little pat on the back, give you a wind in, wiped your bum, fed you some food, and then you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me some booze.
Yeah, give you some. Well, give you some cider.
Do you want a little bit of booze? Yes, please.
Would you like a special bottle? Oh, a little special bottle. I've got a nice rubber teat on the end for it. Oh, it's lovely. Takes away all the fizz.
I think we're losing people. Back to XWA.
So XWA for me, and this is, I can only speak from my personal opinion and everything. I just want to caveat the podcast. I do talk a lot, and I just want to say that any opinions that I may portray on these podcasts are my opinions. They're not the rest of the team. They're not Sam. They're not Ewart. They're not Hannah. They're not Laszlo. Big ups to all the team and everyone's not mentioned. And
sorry, Tableau Army think what I tell them to think, Steve.
Do they? Oh yeah, Sam's a glorious leader.
We have a Soviet-style cabinet in the Tableau Army.
Because you know,
so we got
why not?
Because why not? I don't know. It started as a joke down the pub and then became a thing. So Laszlo is foreign minister
because he's
Hungarian, and after we worked out it wasn't racist just to make the foreign guy the foreign minister.
Yeah.
So then we moved on to his partner, the lovely Hannah.
Yeah.
Who we made women's minister.
Yeah.
Because she's a woman. After discussing.
Not because
whether it was sexist to make her, but yeah.
Well, we and Sam is our glorious leader, right? And so therefore, anything that we want to change within the dynamic of the team has to go through Sam. And
I will immediately shoot it down.
The things that we want shot down, Sam just goes, "All right then."
Yeah, I don't.
We'll do that.
Don't actually do anything.
No, you don't. So Sam's little tagline for leading us rabble is inspiration, not perspiration.
Yeah. So I inspire people. I don't actually do any work.
Exactly. And I think that's the way
that's
good
leadership.
leaders should be.
Yeah,
it is. It's good. It's leadership.
Then there's Ewart,
the HR head of HR,
agent of chaos.
We do try and get the we have kind of put it out to the rest of the team. Do you want to come on the podcast? Which we're doing. And James Humphrey, who won the London GT last year and came third in it this year as well.
Part of the Essex.
The Essex boys.
The Essex. What's the words?
People.
Arm of the Tiger Army.
Yes. But that was supposed to be undercover.
What?
The Essex, the Harlow extension of what we do. That was supposed to be undercover.
Was it?
Yeah. Yes. Don't tell Josh and James that. Oh no, what have I done?
Josh, and you've mentioned Josh.
Big ups, Josh. you know. And then we've got the Tamworth contingent, which is Rob.
Yeah, lovely
And
bloke.
the Nuneaton contingent, which is Matt.
Yeah.
So we are...
Also a lovely bloke.
Yeah, oh gosh, we don't let anybody in that isn't a lovely bloke. You know?
Or lady.
Well, average. They have to be average. We have to get a sense of averageness from them. Have you won any tournaments? Yeah, I've won 15. How many did you play in? 86. I'm good with that. You know? How many tournaments you play in? Oh, I've played in 14. How many have you won? I've won 19. All right, Donald Trump. You know, that kind of thing. No politics. I'm calling it now. No politic rule. Even though you brought up the Russian way of running our team. So, but anyway, XWA, to finish that little bit off, I think that the game's the most balanced it's been.
Yeah.
I think that it's the most fun it's been.
Yeah.
It's the most mentally challenging.
Yeah, because they didn't abandon the scenarios, which is what a lot of people wanted them to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good segue into what we're going to talk about next.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is 2.0. Just a last note on the XWA from me.
Yeah.
Is I think there is scope for list variety so people can play the lists that excite them, that they want to. Because it's opened up the field. I think it is infinitely less meta.
If you look at the tournaments that are going on now, how many different lists are there?
Yeah.
There are hundreds of different lists.
Yeah.
Whereas you look at...
People run stuff they like because stuff they like is now viable.
Yeah.
In you know, before COVID, if you wanted to win a tournament, give or take, you had to win
you had to do like a net list or a
net list or a list that you played 50 times before you took it to the tournament.
What? Yeah, I kind of did that with mine.
Yeah, that's a dig at you.
Thanks.
That's specifically a dig at you.
And my list that
you always run 2 Scope bombers.
2 Scope bombers and a big fat...
Yeah, training wheels.
Yeah, it's like X-Wing easy mode, right?
Yeah, training wheels.
One forward. Oh, no, it's not Rebels, though.
No skill list.
One forward to victory.
No skill list. Shout out to Ollie.
Mr. Pocknell.
No, Williams.
Oh, Ollie Williams. Gosh, sorry, I thought you were going to upset the head.
So, okay.
Yeah, big up Ollie Williams, by the way, the 11th member of the Thai Blues.
Yes, yeah. I'm really sorry we forgot to mention him, although he does play a lot of Unlimited and he's therefore dead to us.
He's defected.
Yeah, dead to us.
Defected?
Well, I say he's dead to us. He's staying with us at the STO.
Yeah, he is. So
it's going to be awkward.
It's going to be awkward. Hello. He's going to walk in and go, "Hi, I'm Ollie. I'm dead to you."
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, he went to a tournament in Leicester and he won. It was at Bean.
Was it?
His opponent, I can't remember his opponent. I'm not going to name his opponent. But
was it me?
No, it wasn't you. But his opponent got a bit salty that Ollie won, and says, "Well, yours is a no skill list."
Oh, no skill.
So we used to wind him up. We say, "Oh yeah, no skill list."
Okay, well, Ollie does tend to do one forward shoot. Shoot.
He is a complete cheat.
Okay, cool. Well, you obviously know him better than I do. I've known him for quite a few years. You know, from the weekend warlord.
He's a cracking bloke. I'm just being a dick.
Well, you have shared a room with him, so you've probably got a bit more license to say what it is
I've
than
shared
I
a
have.
bed with the man.
You shared a bed with him.
Yeah, the last STO. He was more like and younger viewers, I apologise, but it was like Morecambe and Wise. You know, when they sat in the bed.
No. I'm looking at some of the blank face.
They were sat in their pajamas in the bed. Should we move on to 2.0?
No, I'd probably want to explore a little bit more about you and Ollie in bed together.
We were sat in bed like Morecambe and Wise. I think we were watching something on his laptop. We're moving on.
Through a VPN. Anyway, yes, 2.0. Let's talk about 2.0 because 2.0 is where we all came from.
Yeah, of course it is. And
I've got some strong opinions on 2.0.
So do I, which is why I've actually almost prepared a little disclaimer before we talk about it.
Cool. Disclaimer away.
I'm glad that people are playing any form of X-Wing.
Well, that's the end game at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that a lot of these players genuinely prefer 2.0.
Yep.
Just that style of play.
I concur.
And I'm glad that they've found other players. They found their community who want to play 2.0.
Yep.
and at the end of the day, it's their money, their time, their X-Wing.
That's fair, right?
Yeah. I don't think XWA should go back. I don't think it's a possibility, but I don't think XWA should go back to 2.0.
Well, they did the Leicester GT 2.0,
Yeah.
and they released an upgrade, like a card pack.
Talent pack.
Talent pack.
And I'd love to see that in 2.5.
That'd be really cool to get into 2.5. Anyway, back to
which is it includes a lot of the sort of talents from Armed and Dangerous and Evacuation of Takar, which would be great because it'd be nice to have.
So it's kind of like going with 2.5 to say these things are really cool. Let's put it into 2.0 to serve that community. And see what happens.
Yeah, and it'd be nice if it came back. So say what the FO talent on the talent on the Evacuation of the car cards, the ones where you can sacrifice a shield to.
Determination to push another damage through.
Yeah, so that'd be interesting if you could put it on your other loadouts, not just your standard loadouts. That'd be great. I'd love to see that in 2.5.
Yeah,
but. So disclaimer over, if you play 2.0, good on you. I hope you're enjoying it. I don't think, as I said, 2.5 should move back to any 2.0 stuff. I think sorry, that's not fair. I think some 2.0 players don't like the nerfing of ace play.
Yep.
I think that's fair. I think they want to play a certain way that scenarios prohibit.
So I was going to say non-scenario play.
Yeah.
They just want a straight-up dogfight.
Yeah, which, again, fine.
I've got a thing about that. I'm going to ask you a question about that.
Go on.
So a dogfight is where ships engage each other and they throw dice and then they try and outmaneuver and they throw dice.
Yeah, and you try and table,
So when did dogfighting turn into do a bit of damage and then run away from the list? Because that's what a lot of 2.0 ended up as, in my opinion. There's millions,
certainly
hundreds of millions of people out there that turn around and go, "No, Steve, you're wrong."
I don't think there's 100 millions.
Well, I'm not just talking about X-Wing. 100 million people in the world.
Say you're wrong,
just look at me and go, "Steve, you're wrong." That's not just about my opinion. That's about my looks.
Just
about my my outlook on life. That kind of thing.
Villages in rural China go, "Oh, he's wrong."
Yeah. The land of 1,000. Like the Easter Island heads.
Yeah, just look at him thinking, what
I'm glad I made the stone because this guy's
look at that Leicestershire lick finger.
But the whole thing was, the whole argument about 2.0 going to 2.5 was around the list building and it's ruined dogfighting. Star Wars is about dogfighting. X-Wing is about dogfighting. Yeah. And we still get dogfighting.
Of course it is.
But 2.0 ended in the way that people were chipping damage, running away, coming back in, chipping damage, running away. Look at Soontir Fell. Standard loadout Soontir Fell now.
Yeah.
In 2.5. And imagine a list of 2 or 3 other ships with all that kind of stuff in. Soontir Fell now, SL, is called in local circles Unkillable Soontir. So imagine the negative game experience, the negative player experience, if you're facing that and you literally just can't get closer. So 2.0 for me, the argument of dogfighting doesn't stand up to what 2.0 was at the end. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's well, the thing is I've seen people criticizing 2.5 and even 2.0 saying it's you can't ace play anymore because there's so many turrets in the game, and it's like that's just a counter. That's part of the game. That's why people have turrets.
Yeah. And bombs as well. That's why people take
exactly.
bombs.
And I think from certain parts of the 2.0 community, there seems to be, I want to play this way, and I don't want to adapt.
Yeah. Well, that was. I agree with you. by the way, but that was shown.
And again, 100% disclaimer: if you genuinely prefer 2.0,
play it.
Great,
because we're still playing.
I'll play with
X-Wing,
you.
right?
I'll play with you. You'll have to explain some of the, because I'm like, conditioned to the other to 2.5 XWA now. But great, but don't ask us to go backwards.
Yeah, I agree, and I don't hate on 2.0, and I came up through the ranks of 2.0.
I'd love 2.0. I played. It was what brought me into the game.
Yeah.
When 2.0 came out,
I'd
moved back to Coventry in like 2017. 2.0 came out, and I decided to get into it.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah, I mean,
but the game has evolved.
The thing for me about I just want to touch on a little bit of personal stuff. So when I came back to X-Wing, it was 2.5. Mm-hmm. When I left X-Wing, it was 2.0. Now I left X-Wing because of some personal breakdowns and stuff in my life, and then I had to come back from that.
Yeah.
And X-Wing was always a thing for me where that was my safe space, that was my escape, that was my kind of, I could think logically about stuff I could do. And 2.0 was great.
And the community.
And the community.
Friendship,
friendship and all that sort of stuff. And then I bought my kit that I've got now because my original X-Wing collection was lost in a house move, but my brain wasn't in a place to even bother about it. I just left it.
I wake up if losing my collection, I wake up in a panic
cold sweats,
about
mate.
it.
Cold
it's
sweats.
Just
that's the alcohol withdrawal, mate.
I would rather give up alcohol than my X-Wing. Actually, I don't know.
Now we're in
that's a coin flip. Go on.
So what happened is that when I came back, and Ewart was very kind enough to teach me the 2.5 rules, and then you were there sort of, encouraging me to get back into the game and things like that, which I'll never forget. It's all good. I realised that within 2 or 3 games of playing 2.5, it was actually not bad. And that's because I took a break. So I was excited again about 2.5. And this is the thing that people don't know when they're posting things online and all that kind of stuff. And I'm talking from a very personal standpoint here. That when I get excited about something, I'll go online and I'll try and find people that share in that excitement. And I was already in the X-Wing group, the UK and Europe group, and I found Lock and Load group. So big up the Lock and Load boys out there in Canada. I think they are. And what I found was there was this vitriol between 2.5 and 2.0. And a lot of that was down to the way that AMG handled the rollout, right? And I was excited again about X-Wing. I came back through playing with you guys.
I remember having a game with you early doors when you came back. Yeah. And when we were explaining the scenarios to you, you were like, you weren't like, oh, that sounds confusing and I don't like it. You were like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's about learning. Yeah. It's about evolving. And
I will say that, some 2.0 players who left the game, they played a few games of 2.5 and they didn't like it. And that's absolutely fine. Of course it is, Yeah. I don't think some people gave it a chance.
I totally agree. And that's the feeling, the vibe I got, because I left in 2.0 and came back in 2.5.
I was furious about 2.5.
Yeah.
And I kept at it because I loved it. We had a good community in that. And I kept at it and I realised that, I really enjoyed the scenarios. And it suited me because I'm not an ace player. So maybe it's a bit of personal bias there because 2.5 does... I'm more of a, I don't know, I guess more of a generalist player. I sort of sit in the middle. I don't go for acey stuff. I don't necessarily go for, Swarm or Beef. Or I'm a bit of a Beef player. But anyway, I kept at it and I realised I was wrong. I was completely wrong.
Yeah, I think it was the same for me. I came back and you yourself were teaching me how to play again, and I knew how to play because I did all right back in the day. But with the scenarios, it became a different thing. And then, so like I say, I went back online, back to the groups that were so kind and so welcoming and so brilliant about the community, and the community was an amazing thing for me. And it was around about that time where AMG it was just before that time that AMG had announced that they weren't going to go with the game anymore. But anything that posted about 2.0 and 2.5, anything that posted about 2.5, the 2.0 players that openly admit they don't play the game anymore came on and actively tried to break down the community. This is shit. This is rubbish. And why are you playing 2.5? Or come back to 2.0. And it almost seems that there's this war between 2.0 and 2.5. Now, and I said this to you earlier, in my time back doing tournaments and meeting the people again and re-establishing myself within that kind of circle of UK and worldwide players, I have never heard a 2.5 player
criticise 2.0. I have heard plenty of 2.0 players criticise 2.5, hate on AMG. It's a dead game. It's this. It's that. Yeah.
And if you've got that level of hatred over something that changed 5 years ago. Dude, come on. You've got to let that go. You just go and play Warhammer or something.
Yeah, there are other tabletop games.
I'm not going to sit here and preach 2.5 over 2.0. What I am going to do is say that the 2.0 stalwarts made it very difficult for 2.5.
Some of the 2.0 stalwarts.
And openly admitted that they don't play 2.5, they don't do this, they don't do that. Yeah. And some of them were still admins in some of the groups. And I'm like...
No comment.
Exactly. So, dude, come on. The thing is with X-Wing, it's always been an open community, a welcoming community. Yeah. And I'm just coming back to the game, and I found that actually there's a bit of needle here.
Yeah, and
didn't put me off, mind you, because I'm still here. That's why we're doing the podcast.
It's the balance between people having forthright and justifiable opinions about 2.5, and again, and because I hate the idea that this is coming off as us criticising 2.0.
Well, it isn't. I'm allowed to say my
just worry about
opinion, which I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
And 2.5 is, and I said this to you earlier as well. I'm in a very lucky position because I embrace 2.5 because I can play 2.5. I can play 2.0 and I can play 1.0. Those that gave up at 1.0, get it? It's your choice.
Of course.
Can't play 2.0, don't want to play 2.0. Can't play 2.5, don't want to play 2.
Well, the fact that you had to spend about 120 quid on conversion kits.
But don't come online and actively hate on the game when people are trying to do the best for the community that we've got left.
Yeah.
And I think that anyone new coming into the community in a 2.5, which is the positive payoff for this, by the way, will come into the community and they will find old faces and new faces, and they will absolutely be welcomed with open arms because for the first time since I stopped playing, then I started playing again, for the first time I actually felt I had a level of purpose in my life, because what happened was I could sit across a table from someone, not knowing their story of how they got to that point, not knowing what went on in their history, and gone, "You all right, mate? How you doing? Let's play some game. Let's have a really good experience. Let's have fun."
And that's what it is at the end of the day, isn't it? It's a really fun game.
And I guarantee you, if anyone, new players out there listening to this and listen to my little rant for the last sort of 10 minutes, I'm not negative. I'm just calling out those that actually were negative. And like I say, I'm lucky that I can play any version.
It's easy to slip into because we're passionate about the game.
It's the internet, mate.
Yeah, exactly. And I've
breeding ground for dickheads.
I've said stuff online and in person.
Yeah.
That I'm like, what the hell were you thinking? It's toy spaceships, sort your life out, sort of thing. So I do get it.
It's just toy spaceships.
But I think the reason it's frustrating is we're in a good place.
We've
got a real opportunity.
Do you think there's a bit there that they don't like it, that we're in a good place?
I don't know. I don't know what their individual sort of.
Yeah, it's fair.
But
they like you said, and I want to reiterate this, their X-Wing, their money,
their time,
their game, whatever they want to do.
And
it's all good.
I understand that you might genuinely prefer 2.0, and that's and you know, even if you don't play 2.0 and you didn't like 2.5 and you gave up on 2.5, you know, fair. Like Carl in Coventry just couldn't get on with 2.5.
Massive shout, Carl Waterworth.
Yeah, great bloke. He just couldn't get on with 2.5, and you know, obviously that's absolutely grand. You know, that's fair. It wasn't the game he
fell in love with. I think
fell in love with.
That's an important point.
And that's fine. But I mean, I know a lot of people always compare X-Wing to Blood Bowl because Blood Bowl was sort of jettisoned by Warhammer Games Workshop, and it had a really healthy scene. The community took over, and that's where we are, and that's where we can continue to be. And
ultimately, we'd like, I don't know, maybe do we want Fantasy Flight to take the game back and bring it up?
I don't know what's going to happen.
Put more models into production again?
I think if any gaming company that picks up the license, what they need to do is get involved with the community, XWA.
Yeah.
Which is what Games Workshop did when they relaunched Blood Bowl. They went to the community, you know, people who kept the game going, and Blood Bowl was a great game.
Yeah.
I played a bit myself. And that's what I'm hoping will happen in the future. And you know, even if they rescale and change, I'll get involved if it's all done in good faith, because I just love pushing toy spaceships around.
I think there's the whole X-Wing previous history of playing X-Wing and the Star Wars connection clearly becomes a thing where we are invested. And we know it's like anything. It's like a relationship, isn't it? You know, you're in a relationship with a game, and sometimes that game is great, and sometimes that game isn't great. But if you give up
sometimes that game sets fire to your car.
Well, or burns your clothes.
Miriam.
I don't know. I can't think of a random girl's name except my girlfriend's. She doesn't do that. And she'll probably listen to this. So she's
going to say, "Who's Miriam?"
Yeah, who's Miriam? What's going on with that?
Why did you set fire to Sam's car?
Well, it was a shit car, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was a Vauxhall Corsa, wasn't it?
You can leave my car alone.
Okay, sorry.
That is a reliable, fuel-efficient little car.
But you know, the point of view is that whatever version of X-Wing you played, be happy with it.
Of course.
But don't spill over into other versions and say mine's better or trying to flex or, you know.
Personally, I think 2.5 is better than 2.0.
Oh, 100%.
And
that's down to XWA as well, going back to the original conversation.
Yeah. It's. I just find it with list building. Do you know what I really love about XWA and 2.5 is it is really opened up the field. You see a lot of more people, a wider variety of people with a wider variety of lists doing well in tournaments.
But it still rewards
good players.
Yeah. And if so,
because you have to adapt. That's the thing. It's a real test of skill because of the scenarios you have to adapt.
Yeah.
And you have to think on your feet, and
more
so than you did with 2.0, in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree. I'm of the same opinion.
And you know, you're going to see a wider variety of lists.
Yep.
And you need to learn how to adapt to them.
Yeah.
So, you know, the mental load is bigger.
Oh my God, isn't it? You know, I play a game of X. I've played you last night on Tabletop Simulator, right? And I played Guri for the first time. Absolutely fried.
Guri is really confusing.
Absolutely fried. And, you know, some people out there that fly Guri will turn around and go, what are you on about? Guri's easy to fly.
Yeah.
Advanced Sensors Guri absolutely fried my brain.
Do you know what? When one of the first few tournaments I went to in Birmingham, I played a guy, I can't remember his name, but he played 5 strikers. And he's the TIE Strikers. Yeah, TIE Strikers. Yeah. And we were talking, because we've both been to the System Open at Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
You know, 600 players, whatever it was. And he was saying, because it was 6 games on the Saturday.
It was, yeah. It's a long day.
And he says it was 6 games where he had to work out what he was going to do with his boost on the striker, and then do a manoeuvre afterwards, but also do that 5 times every turn.
6 times.
Yeah, 6
every
times.
turn.
And he was just like, he says, at the end of the day, he was drooling.
And there you have it, kids. Adaptive ailerons is bad for your mental health.
It really is. It is a big mental load.
So just to kind of round off the 2.0 thing.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on 2.0.
No, and
I want that to make that perfectly clear.
No, it's if you prefer it, fair dues. It's just fine.
But what I will say, and it's stopped now, to be fair, but it was quite a tough time when I came back to the game, and I thought, and the way that it was portrayed online was, where's the community gone? You know, the thing that drew me back, the good people. Where's it gone? Because
we spoke about this earlier.
We're just hating on a board game. I mean, come on.
But
get out your own arse.
I think
not you.
I think the transition 2.5 and scenario play was poorly timed.
Yeah.
After COVID, I think pushing it 6 months down the line to let people get through COVID, get back to their communities and their gaming clubs and tournaments and that.
I mean, made a lot of people angry.
It was. I don't know. I don't work for a tabletop gaming company. I don't know how these things work, but it seemed exceptionally poorly timed. People needed to come back and they needed to have, I'll say, 6 months of meeting their friends, playing the game, and then you
regain a bit of familiarity.
I don't think we should have. I don't think a massive rule change directly after the pandemic was a clever step at all.
I mean, I agree. But I do think that there are external business pressures that we don't.
Of course. Like I say, I don't work in tabletop gaming. I don't.
Asmodee are working to targets, right? You know, they have to push stuff out.
And
they have to
Asmodee's massive.
Deadlines.
They've got shareholders and
and just because
a Disney license,
and I think they were under pressure because during COVID, Warhammer rocketed.
Oh yeah, it was like
Games Workshop
made
untold amounts of money in
2% of British GDP, or
I don't know about that.
It's massive. It is. Warhammer's worth more to the UK economy than the fishing industry, the entire fishing industry. Yeah, it's huge. Think about it.
What if I was to go fishing in Warhammer?
Well, you'd struggle because Nottingham is a inland city, and I mean, there's the trend.
Warhammer's based in
Nottingham,
sci-fi fictional high fantasy land.
I thought you were actually talking about the physical company Warhammer.
No, I meant what if I was to play? Do you know what?
I think we're getting into the bushes here.
I don't care about Warhammer fish. They've probably got 3 eyes anyway, stupid fish. But so 2.0 dead and good. Well, not for me. Oh gosh, that was my instinct coming out. It's not dead. But if you want to play 2.0, play 2.0. If you want to play 2.5, play 2.5. Come and join us, Coventry.
Yeah.
Come and join us.
Yeah.
Come and join your 2.0 groups. I know there's a big group in Leicester. So
we're not
big ups to those
We're not
guys.
a cult. Calm down.
No, we're not. We're not a cult. Are we not?
We're not a cult.
Why do we call you Glorious Leader then and pay you £50 each per month?
And I do have robes.
You do have robes, and we've took a vote, and we want to not make them open fronted. If that's okay.
I got to be me.
I've
got to literally let it all hang out.
So I think the message is play the version you want to play. It's all good.
Yeah, it is.
But don't make someone feel bad for.
And also, if you play 2.0,
playing something different,
just maybe try 2.5.
Yeah.
We'd love you. We'd love it.
And if you don't, come and play 2.5. You would love it.
I will welcome you in my open-fronted robe.
There you go then.
Actually,
that is
that's
looking at right now.
We're actually trying to encourage people back.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. Maybe we could entice them with acorns or something. It's fine.
Well, like that rat out of
I don't know.
Ice Age.
Yeah. yes. Was it a rat? I don't know.
Scrap.
So that's all I've got to say about 2.0, really. What I'd like to do before we round this up and finish is just let you guys know that thanks for sticking with us this far.
Amazed.
Yeah, I'm amazed. So if you've got to this far, comment or send us a message or something underneath where we've posted this.
Which we still haven't established.
Yeah, with the code word 2.0. And we will go from there. Anyway, but if you want us to discuss anything in our own very unique way going forwards, again, just contact Sam Webb or contact me or contact...
Say name, Steve. We state full name.
Steve Theobald, Theobald, not Bold. Because I have hair, so it's a bit of
See what he did there.
Yeah, I see what I did there. I don't see what I did. Anyway, contact either of us or any of the Thai Blues with a question or something you want to discuss.
Well, also, because we've sort of decided on a bit of a loose, and we probably should have said this at the beginning, but we've decided on like sort of 2 sort of subjects, areas to discuss a week. Or
a month.
A month, yes. So we're not going to do this weekly. We're not that. We're too lazy.
I can't get drunk that often.
Yeah, we're too lazy.
Who's too lazy?
Us two.
Well, it sounds like a bad rap group. We're too lazy to chase it. That kind of thing, you know.
Anyway,
anyone samples that and puts in a track, I'll pay you £5.
But if there's any subject that you would like us to discuss, and any input you have, and also we'd love to talk to you actually on the podcast itself
or the podcast, one of the two.
Can you cut this out?
No, I'm not going to do that. But people, I'd like to just say thank you for doing what you do to all the guys that put on events all over the country. So people like and massive shout out to people like Tim King as well for streaming it, trying to get
Rich Polly.
Rich Polly, and should we shout Liam?
No.
Okay. And
sorry, Steve, we agreed. No shout outs for Liam.
See, I mentioned him. We weren't supposed to mention him. I know why I order. But everyone that's running events,
joking aside, love you, Liam. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's your opinion.
Hey, all right, fine.
So people like Rich Greenaway, people like Alan Chaplin. Louis
Leong.
Yeah, Louis Leong. Oh my God, what a legend that guy is.
Yeah, cracking bloke.
Peter down in Bromley.
Peter Mankeltoe.
Yeah. Pete for running events and doing stuff, and the guys up at Athena Games in Norwich and wherever you want to play. And I'm sure we've missed something, but
of course
we want to make sure that you guys get recognition.
All the Welsh crew, Scottish crew,
the Welsh crew,
eh?
The Welsh crew. Oh yeah, the Welsh crew. Yeah. Sorry, he pulled a knife on me. We have to big up the Welsh crew. No, the Welsh guys are absolutely fine.
Oh, one of the best tournaments I've been to is the Welsh Open. It was just brilliant. Great venue, great people.
Yeah. So the Welsh Open's coming up. Want to plug that? We'll see some of you at the Sith Taker Open as well.
Mm-hmm.
Want to plug that?
If anyone's still talking to us after this,
massive shout to Marcus Wilson for bringing the next generation,
cracking bloke,
of people through as well. And I think the future looks bright for X-Wing.
It does, and I think next week we've sort of preliminarily decided. Sorry, Cider. We've decided to talk about getting people into the game.
Yeah. What can you do to get into the game?
Yeah, and we're going to talk about even obvious stuff like lack of starter kits, lack of models. The fact that it's not in gaming shops and online. Amazon, eBay, unless you want to play scalper prices. So I think that'd be quite a valuable thing to talk about, and I'd love people to send in their thoughts about that.
Well, we'll do that. We'll approach it. We've recorded this one face to face because it's the first one, and we didn't really want anything to go wrong. But we will want to get guests on in the future as well. So we will kind of record over online. People like Chris Burnett, one end of the country.
So, Chris, no, you're locked in. You have to do this.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
no, he has to.
Does he?
Yeah.
Who else should we lock in while we're on it without their permission?
Ollie Pocknell.
Yeah, we'll get Ollie Pocknell on. I'm not sure he will because he might think I'm too unprofessional. But that's all right. I've talked
Marcus Wilson. Let's get Marcus Wilson.
Oh yeah, let's get Marcus on. I've spoken to world champions before. Let's get Simeon Delapina on.
Yeah, all right.
Let's see. Let's have a chat with him. Go down memory lane a little bit. If Ollie won't talk to us as world champion, we'll get another one. It's all good. Hey, Ollie is a challenge for you.
He doesn't like me because we were at the pub after Sift Takers and I kept touching his face.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that because you were drunk?
Yeah. And he's world champion, and I was like, look, I'm touching the world champion.
How many food choices did you make that night?
Food choices?
Yeah.
I've no idea.
Can't you remember? We'll get you on.
I do.
Because he fully remembers.
I do remember eating loaded fries with my hands in a very sloppy fashion in front of Ollie Williams because I forgot to get a wooden fork.
Was this before or after you were sharing a room with him?
This was. I was sat on the desk in the whatchamacallit, the Premier Inn. I'd woken him up because I was drunk. And I came in and I had like this plastic bag filled with loaded fries, and I put them on the desk and I proceeded to eat them with my hands. Feral.
Yeah.
And he had to sit there and watch.
Whilst trying to sleep.
It was low. It was a low moment. No, he was awake because I had the lights on.
Well, next time we'll video it.
No one needs to see that.
Oh, here's the thing. Talking about like videoing and stuff. For the podcast in the future, when we go to events... one thing that I want to do, kind of a little bit out there,
I think this is a great idea,
is just to chat with some of our opponents.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to record the audio on the phone
in general,
or whatever.
But ideally our opponents, but
just to try and bring the community together.
Just chat to people. Why did you beat me?
Yeah.
Is what?
Who was your favourite opponent today, and why isn't it me?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
What mistakes did I make? And
that art of conversation. Stuff. After the game, I think has kind of died out a little bit, but
not in person.
But that's for another podcast. Talk about etiquette around the table and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, another non-controversial topic.
What, etiquette?
Yeah,
but these things, if no one says it out loud,
I think it's worth talking about.
And we can be quite nondescript here. And if you think it's applying to you, then. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We don't know. That's not for us to decide. No. But what we're saying is this is what we would like. Whether we get it or no is absolutely not guaranteed.
Yeah.
But we're not going to sit here and be sterile about stuff. We're just going to say how it feels because we're all grown up. We're all adults.
Yeah, of course
we're all people that
we're not,
love the game.
We're not negative. Not negative, but... sometimes there are issues in the game and it's good to sort of air them.
Yeah, because we all air them in our club nights.
Of course we do.
But we never really air them to the people that matter. So if people listen to this and think, cool, that's a good point.
I love 2.0. Why are you saying 2.0 shit? Because that's not what we're doing.
We'll know with the comments underneath, you 2.0 haters, and there'll be like a lynch mob out for us or something.
Yeah.
So, but that's fine. I'm good with that. I've had that before. And maybe, one day we could all live in peace and harmony.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we? That's a really good. Let's just stop the podcast.
I don't know what song that was.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we?
Because you sing like that,
friends?
mate. That's why we
Why
can't.
can't we? I'll play you after this.
Okay. So that's it. That's all. That's everything. I've been Steve Theobald, and this young man here, amazing person, is Sam Webb, and I think that's it. Got any last words?
No. Love X-Wing. Love all of yous.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.